The gonadotropin-releasing hormone released from hypothalamus stimulates the gonadotrophs of the anterior pituitary to secrete gonadotropins that include FSH or follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone or LH. We have already discussed the follicle-stimulating hormone in the previous part. In case you have skipped it, you can jump back to that. Here, our sole focus will be the luteinizing hormone or LH. This hormone acts on the testes in males, where it stimulates the interstitial cells, or what we call Leydig cells, present in the interstitial space. These Leydig cells, in response, produce testosterone, the male sex hormone. While in females, it acts on the ovaries, where, along with FSH, it causes the ovarian follicle to mature, and then triggers ovulation, and regulates ovarian hormone, progesterone synthesis and release. Well, the luteinizing hormone has derived its name from effects observed in the female. That is, from the ability to stimulate luteal function. While, on the other hand, the comparable substance in the male was originally referred to as interstitial cell-stimulating hormone, or ICSH for short. But then, the researchers realized that both LH and ICSH are just the two names for a similar substance. So, it was a better choice to call them by a common name, luteinizing hormone, or LH for short. Now, let's see at its effects in male testes here. Well, LH secreted by the anterior pituitary gland is essential for testosterone production by the testes. And the primary source of testosterone production in the male are the interstitial cells, or the Leydig cells. Let's get back to the image of testes, where we discussed the effect of follicle-stimulating hormone in males. You can see the Leydig cell here, on the left side in yellow. The one on the right-hand side is the Sertoli cell, that we have already discussed in detail in FSH section. So, what exactly happens here in the Leydig cell is that the luteinizing hormone secreted from anterior pituitary binds to the specific high-affinity cell surface receptors of the plasma membrane of Leydig cells. This receptor is actually a G-protein-coupled receptor, and binding of LH here stimulates the adenylyl cyclase, or AC for short. Now, this adenylyl cyclase, catalyzes the formation of cyclic adenosine monophosphate, which then activates the protein kinase A, or pKa. This activated pK modulates gene transcription and increases the protein synthesis and synthesis of enzymes. These all are necessary for the biosynthesis of the androgen, testosterone. How testosterone is produced here is another story, where the Leydig cells use cholesterol and convert it into testosterone, using some enzymes that are part of the steroid biosynthetic pathways. Yes, this is how the testosterone is produced in the Leydig cell that I mentioned will diffuse into seminiferous tubule and is either converted into estradiol or combines with the androgen-binding protein and promotes spermatogenesis. Now, testosterone, has an important role in developing male reproductive organs and is responsible for secondary male characteristics, such as increased muscle mass, enlargement of the larynx to generate a deep voice, and the growth of facial and body hair. Now, the testosterone regulates its own secretion by negative feedback mechanism. It acts on hypothalamus and inhibits the pulsatile secretion of gonadotropin-releasing hormone. And of course, when GnRH is not secreted, LEH will not be released from anterior pituitary. And the ultimate result will be the inhibition of testosterone secretion from testes. While on the flip side, when testosterone production is low, lack of inhibition of hypothalamus leads to the secretion of testosterone through GnRH and luteinizing hormone. So, that's how luteinizing hormone acts on the male reproductive system.
Explore our extensive library of over 1,800 video lectures to learn about a wide range of topics. Only on sqadia.com.